Hi all, welcome to Salesforce in 5 minutes. In this video, we are going to write the actual logic in Apex with the help of which we are going to create a community user using Apex itself. But before getting started, if you really like these videos, I request you to please subscribe to this channel. So in the previous video, what we did was we had this login form and once user is going to click on not a member and he is trying to go and register the form, he will try to register the community. He will get this kind of a form that we have created. Now inside this form there are multiple fields. These are the few necessary fields with the help of which we are going to create a community user. So first things first is I have multiple input box. I need to capture each of this value in order to pass it to the handle sign up. So the first thing is I need to first capture all the values, that is first name, last name, all this I have to capture. So for that purpose, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create multiple variable named as first name, last name, that is email, name it as email. Okay, and I think so the last one is, let's say, phone number. Okay, so I have multiple fields values available. Now on change of each of these, for an example, as soon as the user is going to change the first name, okay, I'm going to capture it. So I'm going to on change, let's name it as handle first name. Same way I'm going to create a cap on change for each of this input field. You can do it other way as well, but right now I just quickly want to capture the input values, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So handle last name, handle handle email, handle phone. Okay, so let's go to the handle first name. So inside this first name I'm going to capture the first name actual. This dot first name equals to event dot target dot value. Okay, so the same way I'm going to capture the input for each of this method. Handle email, and handle phone. Let's name it as last name, this dot last name equals to event. Same way for other fields as well, other variables as well. That is email, and finally there is a phone number as well. Now on change of each of them, I will be able to capture the phone number, email, and all other values. Okay, now let's say the user has put all the values inside this input box and then he clicks on handle sign up button. So he clicks on handle sign up button. Now as we all know that in order to create a community user, first you need to create an contact, sorry, first you need to create an account, then contact, and then finally you have to go and create a user. Okay, so that's what we have to do in this video. So first of all I'm going to take a hard-coded ID of an account. Rather than creating one of them, I will create a I will take the hard-coded ID. So let's go to the Apex and create our sign up controller. Okay, so our sign up controller is created. Now I need to create a method which will be aura enabled and cacheable equals to true. Public static void create site user, and it will have multiple parameters like string first name, let's name it as f name, comma string l name comma string email comma string phone. Okay, so I have this multiple parameters, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take any random account. Let's consider this portal account. Okay, so I'm going to take this id as a parameter. Okay, and I'm going to go and create the contact first, because our first step is to create an account. But rather than creating account, I'm just taking an hard coded id. You can create an account and pass that account id, but I'm taking a hard coded id for right now. So now I'm going to create a contact con equals to new contact, and it will have following values, right? First name equals to f name comma last name equals to l name comma name should be small. Okay, and I think so there should be email equals to email email comma phone is equals to phone, that is coming from parameter, comma account id, because while creating an contact we have to pass the account id no matter what. Okay, so I'm hard coding the id right now, but you can create the account just above it and insert the same id. And I'm going to insert the contact. It's aura enabled. Okay. Okay, fine. So our method is ready. Now I need to import this method in our LWC component. To import that, what we can do is import create com user from @salesforce slash apex slash the method name and the sorry, first of all the it will come with the apex class name and then the method name. Okay, now we have done it. Now as soon as the user is going to click on that handle sign up button, what we are going to do is we are going to call this apex method, right? What we are going to do is we are going to call the apex method, and we are going to pass all the necessary parameters, right? So whatever parameters that we have taken from on change, we are going to take this and pass it as a parameter to this method. So let's do it. So first, the name of the parameter was f name. So inside f name I am going to pass this. Okay, this dot first name comma inside l name I'm going to pass this dot last name comma email I'm going to pass this dot email, I think so, yeah, comma phone, I think so, phone, right? Phone, yeah, phone I'm going to pass this dot phone number. Okay, dot, and then what we are going to do is if everything is successful, then if the results are successful, we are going to go inside this particular part, or else we are going to catch the error. Right, I'm going to system.debug the, or not system.debug, console.log the error plus error dot, not this way, not json dot stringify the error, because the error will be in the form of object. Okay, and if we will console dot log the user is created. Okay, now firstly our contact is only created. Let's see whether contact is getting created successfully or not. So let's move to the this community, do a hard refresh. So now what's going to happen is that whenever user is going to put something inside the text box, this on change is going to run and populate this particular variables. Now once they have done, if user clicks on handle sign up, the parameters will be passed accordingly, and if everything is fine, the user will or the contact will be created, and if nothing is fine, then we will throw an error. Okay, so let's create add some value. Salesforce created one. Okay, or I'm going to name it as created one, and next one we are going to put yes@gmail.com, and we are going to put the number. Okay, now let's see whether it is working fine or not. On click on sign up. Okay, it says that you don't have access to the. Okay, now there was one interview questions regarding the same, that if there is any error at the customer, like right now I'm just a guest user, right? I'm not yet logged in, so I'm acting as a guest user, so I'm facing some kind of issue, not any particular kind of issue, but some kind of issue. Now how do I fix this kind of issues? So first you need to go to the all sites, because you are facing issue as a guest user, so you have to fix the issue as a guest user only, or else you can just go to the profiles. From here you will be able to find out guest user. Not here. Okay, let's go to the user instead. It's site guest user, I think so. Site guest user, no. Okay, let's go to all sites, and inside all sites you can just go to the this is our portal, right? So I'm going to go to the builder directly. Now I am facing issues as a guest user, so I have to go to that guest user profile and need to fix the issue that I'm facing right now. So I'm going to go to the settings, go to the guest user. Now the issue, if you read through the issue is that I don't have access to this sign up controller Apex class. So this is our portal user. I went over the setup icon and click on this. This is our guest user's profile. So enabled Apex class. He does not have access to the Apex class. Okay, let's give him the access to the Apex class, that is sign up controller. Okay, now he has access to this particular Apex class. Let's see. Seventh. Yes, at gmail.com, and let's type some phone number. Okay, now let's see whether there is any error or not. Let's click on sign up. Okay, it's giving me too many DML statements error. Okay, now in order to fix this kind of issue, too many DML statements, it usually comes because of cacheable equals to true. Okay, try to remove this cacheable equals to true and check whether this issue is fixed or not. You might face this same kind of issue. Just try to remove that cacheable equals to true and check whether you are facing that issues or not. So I have removed the cacheable equals to 2. Now let's try to again put some values inside it. Okay, Salesforce user 101 uio@gmail.com, and let's put some phone number and let's click on sign up. Okay, previously we were getting too many DML, right? The too many DML statement issue was coming because of the cacheable equals to true. As soon as I have removed the cacheable equals to true, the too many DML statement error in the sites is gone. But now we are facing some another issue, that is insufficient access on cross entrance reference and all that stuff, right? So somehow we don't have access to the 0012. That is nothing but the ID of the account. Now in order to fix this issue quickly, we can just use without sharing. Let's refresh this page one more. And let's put the value Salesforce user 101 trs@gmail.com. Okay, now I've entered all the values inside it. Let's see. Now it should successfully create the contact at least. Okay, user is created. So this means in our case it was just the contact. So contact might get created now with this particular username. So Salesforce user 101. If there is any account, oh sorry, the contact, then most probably it is created from our LWC component. Let's search. What was the another name? Salesforce user 101. So yeah, so this is our account contact, sorry. So the contact is successfully created with the particular email as well and the number as well. So this is working fine. Okay, our contact is created successfully. And the next step is, as we all know, okay, first you need to create account, then contact. We are till this point. Next point is to create the user itself. Okay, now if the con is not equal to null, we are going to go ahead and create the user as well. So let's create user. U equals to new user. Inside the user, first I need the following parameters like first name, right? It would come from f name, and the rest of the parameters as well. Last name equals to l name, and next is alias sf, comma. Next thing I think so I need is email. It is also going to come from the parameter itself. Next thing I need is email encoding key. Email encoding key equals to UTF hyphen 8. So email encoding key is also provided. And next thing I need is that let's say language local key. Language local key, and language local key is en underscore us. Next I need as a local SID key, that would be again enus underscore us. Next I need is profile id. Okay, now in case our customer community user, the profile will nothing but be customer community login user, right? So I have to first of all fetch the profile. P equals to select id from profile, where name equals to customer community user, or login user, sorry, login user. This is ready. Just pass this profile id equals to p dot id. The profile id is also passed. We need to pass the time zone key equals to America slash Los underscore Angeles, and last and the final one is nothing but the username. Okay, username. I'm going to give any random username, Salesforce in 5 minutes at the rate gmail.com. Okay, username is also provided. And last one of the most important thing is, while creating a portal user, is contact id, because if you do not provide the contact id, it's just a normal user. Insert you. Now we have provided all the necessary details. Okay, there is an issue. Local SID key on the user. It's local, I think so. Yeah. Okay, now it's fine. Let's see whether the user is getting created or not. Let's put again the user, Salesforce community user oop at the rate gmail.com, and let's put some kind of phone number. Now once you have done this, let's see whether the user is getting created or not. Okay, user is getting created. Let's see with Salesforce community user, right? Salesforce community user. The user is created, but is the user with that particular name created? It's not the same. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Salesforce community user is created. Whether the user with the particular name is created or not. Let's see. Not even Salesforce, not community. Oh, user is created. Okay. So specifically, our user is created with the customer community login profile, and everything rest is also created. So this is how you create a user at the using the using the LWC component. So what I've done is I've overridden the sign up page of the LWC, and once I've done that, I've written my own logic with the help of which I'm creating the contact, and at the same time I'm going to create the user. And once the user is created, our basically customer community login user is also created. So it's actually a user who will be able to log into the customer community. So this is how you create a customer community login user in Salesforce using Apex and LWC. If you found this video helpful, I request you to please subscribe to this channel.